In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on April 14, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Toronto Blue Jays versus New York Yankees. American League East contenders will finish up a 4-game series on Thursday night when the Toronto Blue Jays visit the New York Yankees in the Bronx. Toronto has taken 2 of 3 so far after picking up a 6-4 win on Wednesday night to hit as a plus 152 underdog. The Blue Jays are off to a 4-2 start this season, while New York is .500 at 3-3 in the early going. This has been a competitive matchup lately, with Toronto now holding a narrow 26-25 advantage dating back to the end of 2018. New York is looking to even the series with a win on Thursday. They might have a lot of big bats too, but they have not been able to get them going yet. Aaron Judge did hit his first homer of the season last night, so maybe he's turning the corner. Fellow slugger Joey Gallo is not striking out like crazy, but he is not hitting the ball either. He has yet to go yard this season. Kevin Gausman is making his second start with his new team on Thursday. Things are getting real though, as he makes his first start at Yankee Stadium with the Blue Jays. He was alright against the Rangers, but they need more from him than that for what they are paying. The Yankees are countering with righty Luis Severino. He does not have the big contract that Gausman does, but the Yankees are looking for him to back up Jarrett Cole and pitch more like him than a 5th starter. Toronto looks like good value as they try and close the series. The Yankees are always a public team, but I am not sure how you can justify the premium based on what we have seen from these teams so far in this series and this season. Gausman is an advantage too on the mound. I do think the Jays may be careful with their best bullpen arms though. They have pitched a lot already. I get why you could make a case for the Yankees at home with Luis Severino, as Severino is one of the better pitchers in New York's rotation. However, I still have questions if Severino is fully back just yet, from a health perspective. And while Kevin Gausman has had issues against the American League East in the past, I think he puts forth a solid effort against a New York Yankees team that's been inconsistent offensively out of the gate this season. So the Toronto Blue Jays money line is our full game side pick. There have been 7 combined runs through the first 2 games of this series. However, both teams have a lot of power throughout their lineup, as Toronto has hit 8 home runs through 5 games, while New York has hit 6 homers in their first 5 games. However, this number is going to be a little high as they expect Luis Severino and Kevin Gausman to get hit. The under has hit in 10 of the previous 12 games in Yankee Stadium. The first 2 games of this series were easy unders. First, the Jays shut out the Yankees, and then New York returned the favor. Yesterday, both teams had their opening day starters on the hill, so of course the game went over the lowest total we have seen in this series. I am looking for things to return to low scoring on Thursday. I think Gausman is going to be sharp, and the Yankees are not as familiar with this version of him. Something like 4-3 looks like a good final score. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Angels versus Texas Rangers. The Los Angeles Angels will be going for their 3rd consecutive win when they face the Texas Rangers in the first game of their 4-game series on Thursday night. The Angels are coming off a 4-3 win over Miami. The Rangers are coming off a 4-1 loss to Colorado. Shohei Ohtani, 0-1 and 1.93 ERA, will get the start for the Angels. The Rangers will counter with Dane Dunning, 0-0 and 5.4 ERA. Los Angeles is 6-4 in its last 10 games against Texas. The Angels were off yesterday after starting the week with a couple of wins against the Marlins. That evens up their record at 3-3, and they have used 6 different starting pitchers to accommodate their unicorn. Shohei Ohtani is starting the game on the mound, but the Angels need more from him at the plate. He is hitting under .200 and has yet to hit a homer. Mike Trout has only been a little better as they have struggled on offense. Texas was also off yesterday after dropping both games of a short home series against the Rockies. In the opening series against Toronto, They were able to put up some runs, but they couldn't solve the rocks. Marcus Semien and Corey Seager are making a lot of money at the top of the lineup, and they have no homers and 3 RBI combined through 5 games. They need a lot more than that. Ohtani is making his second start of the season. He was sharp in the opener against Houston, but has not been as effective on the road as at home during his career. Taking on the Rangers will certainly help. For the Rangers, Dane Dunning has to wonder who he has to pay off to get a decent matchup. First up, he got the Blue Jays in their excellent lineup, and now he has to take on Ohtani and Trout. They are really just hoping for 5 decent innings. Usually, when Ohtani is on the mound, you have to pay a steep price, but that is not the case with this one. Los Angeles is not a powerhouse right now, but as long as Ohtani gives them a solid 6 innings, they should be able to take care of business here in their first road game of the season. Los Angeles is playing the much better baseball this season and will continue to roll on Thursday. The reigning American League MVP will be on the mound for Los Angeles, and that will be the difference in the game period. Look for the Rangers to struggle against Ohtani, as the Angels will dominate the game. So the Los Angeles Angels money line is our full game side pick. All of the offseason moves for the Rangers were focused on the lineup, as bringing in superstars Corey Seager and Marcus Semien in addition to solid smaller additions like Garver and Miller are going to make this a lethal top of the order. Ohtani will be tough but isn't one to go deep into games, and the Angels have the worst bullpen ERA in baseball, and the small sample size here is there's no depth for the middle innings. The Angels' offense hasn't really gotten going yet, with some of the stars off to a slow start, but the core of Ohtani, Trout, Anthony, Rendon, Jared, and Walsh won't be quiet for much longer, and Texas pitching staff is their easiest assignment so far. Starters aren't going deep into games after the shortened spring, which is going to lead to too many innings of these bad bullpens, and both offenses are powerful enough to take advantage. I like Ohtani to have some success in this game, but Dunning is a guy who is going to get roughed up more often than not. The Angels have bats that can do damage against mediocre pitching, and once each team gets into the bullpen, we should expect some more fireworks. I am not at all deterred by the fact Los Angeles has just won over on the season to date. Both sides have hitters that are due. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Atlanta Braves versus San Diego Padres. Atlanta heads west to face the Padres on Thursday night. Atlanta's season began with 2 home series against opponents on the weaker side, but they were unable to get off to a hot start, splitting 4 games with Cincinnati and dropping 2 of 3 to Washington. The Padres are coming off a tough series against the Giants, getting blown out on Tuesday night and then losing a closely contested pitchers' duel on Wednesday afternoon, but they are still 4-3 on the season so far. It's hard to pick between these 2 terrific starting pitchers, so the quality of Atlanta's offense gives them the edge in this game. Both Charlie Morton and Joe Musgrove have top-notch stuff, but with Fernando Tatis Jr. missing from an already below-average offense, Morton has the better matchup and will deliver. It's only a matter of time before the offense that was second in MLB and ISO in 2021 starts thumping the ball. And while they most likely won't hang a big number on Musgrove, they will get to him enough to give Charlie Morton and the talented Atlanta bullpen that got even deeper with the addition of Kenley Jansen enough to work with and secure the upset victory. The Atlanta Braves need this win here, as they haven't had the best start to their championship defending season. The Atlanta Braves money line is our full game side pick. Morton's impressive first outing and overall pedigree has been touched on. The Padres will start a guy not so bad himself in Joe Musgrove. Musgrove had a very good 2021 and started strong in 2022 with 2 runs on 5 hits with 8 strikeouts in 6 innings. While Atlanta's offense and starter may seem less volatile than San Diego's, this by all means is a great pitching matchup. Morton's elite curveball was in mid-season form against Cincinnati, and Musgrove showed plenty of great stuff in his season debut and should have shaken off any pitch count limitations. Both of these teams feature strong bullpens to prevent any late-game runs. Jorge Soler strikes out a little too much for a leadoff hitter in my opinion, and San Diego's top 3 hitters are less formidable with Tatis out of the picture. With both teams showing some boom or bust tendencies early on, the bust looks more likely when talented pitchers are on the mound. This game features 2 great pitchers, and when you add in the below-average Padres offense and put the game in MLB's 6th worst run-scoring environment, you have a recipe for a low-scoring game. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.